For nearly half a century, Voyager 2 has been on a voyage like no other. A silent traveler drifting steadily away from the faint warmth of our sun, into the vast and uncharted frontier beyond. It has passed the final familiar worlds, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and continued outward, through the frozen outskirts of the Kuiper Belt, into the true deep, interstellar space, a place that once existed only in theory and imagination. When it was launched in 1977, humanity was still taking its first steps into the digital age. Computers were primitive, memory was scarce, and the idea that a small probe could survive this long was beyond even the dreams of its creators. Voyager 2 was designed for a short but bold mission, to explore the outer planets and then fade into silence. Its power was expected to dwindle, its instruments to fail, its voice to vanish among the endless distances. It was supposed to become just another relic, a forgotten piece of human curiosity drifting alone in the dark. But Voyager had other plans. Decade after decade, the probe kept transmitting, faint, distant, but alive. And what it sent back recently was not routine data. It was something unexpected, something that made scientists stop and stare at their screens in disbelief. Voyager 2 had reached the edge, the true boundary of our sun's dominion, and what it found there would change everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos. The wall of space. That frontier is known as the heliopause, the invisible wall where the solar wind, the stream of charged particles from our sun, finally surrenders to the forces of the wider galaxy. For decades, astronomers imagined it as a gentle boundary, like fog thinning into open air. But Voyager revealed something else entirely. The transition was not smooth, it was sudden and fierce, like breaking through an unseen membrane. In one instant, Voyager was inside the protective bubble of the sun. In the next, it was thrust into an environment utterly alien, a domain shaped by the galaxy itself. Its instruments recorded a spike in cosmic radiation, surging plasma densities, and chaotic magnetic fields twisting in strange new directions. Crossing the heliopause was not like gliding into still space, it was like stepping through a doorway into a storm. A fragile shield. The discovery transformed our understanding of the heliosphere, the massive bubble that shields every planet, including Earth, from the harsh cosmic winds beyond. Inside, the sun's influence tames the chaos of the galaxy. Outside, the mask is stripped away. The true face of the universe emerges, wild, unpredictable, and alive. Voyager 2 proved that our solar system is not adrift unguarded in a void. It is wrapped in a fragile, dynamic shield, one that breathes, shifts, and even quivers with the heartbeat of our sun. Data from Voyager 1 and 2 showed that this boundary expands and contracts with the sun's 11-year cycle. When solar activity peaks, the bubble swells outward, protecting us. When the sun grows quiet, it contracts, allowing dangerous cosmic radiation to creep inward, closer to home. Even more unsettling, the heliosphere isn't a perfect sphere. It's warped and stretched like a comet's tail, dragged and reshaped by galactic winds. Our protection, it seems, is not constant, it's vulnerable. There are moments in science when silence speaks louder than discovery. In 2019, that silence came from the edge of eternity. After more than 4 decades of faithful service, Voyager 2, humanity's farthest traveling probe, fell quiet. Its signal, a faint whisper across billions of kilometers, vanished. Its instruments froze. And for the first time in 42 years, the voice of humanity that had traveled beyond the sun's domain went dark. Inside NASA's mission control, time seemed to stop. Engineers stared at blank monitors. Commands were sent, but nothing came back. The probe that had crossed the planets, danced past Neptune, and entered the stars was gone. Hours stretched into a day. For some, it felt like losing an old friend, one that had carried humanity's curiosity farther than any being or machine before it. But then, something extraordinary happened. Without human input, Voyager 2 rebooted itself. Its systems flickered back online. The signal reappeared, faint but unmistakable. Against all odds, the mission had survived. Official reports called it a power fault, a technical glitch from aging hardware. But buried deep within the diagnostic data were anomalies no one could explain: sudden spikes of high-energy particles, brief bursts of magnetism, and distortions in plasma readings, all recorded in the final seconds before the blackout. Some theorized that Voyager had passed through an energetic boundary, perhaps a dense wave of charged plasma or the echo of a supernova long faded. Others whispered of something stranger, a region of structured space, where energy and magnetism don't behave as our models predict. No one knew for certain. But one thing became clear: Voyager had crossed into a living ocean. The living ocean beyond. For decades, scientists believed that beyond the sun's reach, the universe was silent, a cold void of nothingness. Voyager 2 shattered that illusion. As it ventured deeper into interstellar space, its instruments detected rhythmic pulses in plasma waves, like the tides of an invisible sea. Cosmic radiation fluctuated in harmony, rising and falling as though the spacecraft was riding gentle swells of energy. Each surge, each ripple, revealed that the interstellar medium was not empty. It was alive with motion, shaped by forces we barely understand. The silence beyond the sun was, in truth, a cosmic heartbeat, slow, deep, eternal. Then, the data revealed something even more startling. At the boundary between the sun's influence and interstellar space, the heliopause, the magnetic fields were aligned. Not chaotic. Not clashing. Aligned, as if the magnetic field of our sun and that of the Milky Way had locked together like gears in perfect balance. This alignment shouldn't exist. By every model, they should have opposed one another. Two possibilities emerged, both astonishing. Either the sun has shaped the galactic field around it for millions of years, or the solar system itself was born within a region already fine-tuned, already aligned, as if placed there by cosmic intent. If the first is true, then the sun's influence stretches farther and deeper than we ever imagined. If the second, then perhaps, the position of our world within this galaxy is not random at all. The golden message as Voyager drifted farther, a quiet question began to echo through the halls of NASA and SETI alike. What if this isn't just exploration? What if we've made contact, not through sound or sight, but through presence? For as Voyager crossed that invisible threshold, it carried something that no other machine has, a message. Bolted to its side is the golden record, a polished disc of gold, etched with greetings in 55 languages, the sounds of Earth's wind and rain, music from Bach to Senegal, and the beating heart of a mother and child. Encoded upon it is a map that points directly to our sun. A cosmic calling card. When it was launched, it was meant as a gesture of peace, a message for whoever might find it. But now, decades later, as Voyager sails through that charged and shifting sea of interstellar energy, some have begun to wonder, what if the universe heard us? What if, in crossing the heliopause, Voyager announced our presence, not just as observers, but as participants in a cosmic network we never knew existed? Did we send a message of friendship into the void, or did we unknowingly awaken something ancient, something aware, that had been listening all along? The endless voyage. Nearly half a century after its launch, Voyager 2 continues its lonely journey, powered by the last whispers of plutonium fuel. Each signal it sends takes over 18 hours to reach Earth, a fragile thread stretching across billions of kilometers of darkness. Yet, that thread endures. With each transmission, it paints a picture of a cosmos that is not static but alive, a realm of waves, particles, and hidden harmonies that stretch between the stars. The heliosphere, once seen as a mere bubble of solar wind, now appears as a living membrane, reacting, breathing, and communicating with the vast galactic ocean beyond.